We have seen the Right Honorable Raila Odinga inside a swimming pool being drowned by some of these pastors, Mr. Speaker. What I'm trying to say, this committee should come up with guidelines, because pastors should be vetted before they are given certificates or they are given licenses to lead any Christian congregation, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, we need to ask ourselves why we have this kind of pastors, and why are we victims? Because most of us are, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, this is because of social alienation. Some people, Mr. Speaker, when they lose their loved one through personal crisis, they think it's only a pastor who can help them. So if you meet a pastor who does not understand the doctrine, he might lead you to where Pastor Mackezi has led our people. And don't say those people are stupid, those who followed. I'm only saying it's only that we never came across maybe that pastor, Mr. Speaker. Maybe one of us will be in that Shakaholo today as we speak. So to protect the honorable members, to protect the people of this country, we need pastors to be going a rigorous exercise before they are given their license, Mr. Speaker. And finally, Mr. Speaker, we do have calls.
Time is up, Senator Ledama.
Mr. Speaker, thank you. Karl Marx described religion as the opium of the masses. In this Senate, the work that we do here is to try and bring sanity to what we consider insane. Last year, or in the last parliament, we had the Solai ad hoc committee. And this morning, I'm happy to notice that in the newspaper, the judges agreed with the report that we submitted, and I was a member of that committee, that the owners of the Solai Dam have a case to answer. The distinguished senators, whom I have a lot of faith in, who have been tasked with the mandate to investigate the massacres, the atrocities in Kilifi, I believe are men of integrity and people who will be able to assist this country move further. The challenges that we have, Mr. Speaker, which I spoke about when I was making my contribution, and is about ignorance. The biggest challenge we have in this country is that we're quite gullible. And because of poverty, this new opium of the masses really just takes us into other areas where we become numb to the reality of things. I do hope that when the committee would be looking at this, and Mr. Speaker, this is something that I speak from my heart. This is highly commendable for this Senate, especially after we've made a few mistakes in terms of things that we've done to do with revenue to our counties. This is an opportunity now for us to redeem ourselves, to be able to go out there and really assist the people of Kilifi, and also to a large extent the people of Kenya. And I really look forward to the recommendations which will be made and possibly prosecution. And finally, Mr. Speaker, I hope that there will come a time when we can be able to put a maximum number of people who will worship in a particular church. I thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Senator Boy.
Asante sana Mheshimiwa Spika kunipa fursa hii na mimi pia niweze kuchangia. Mheshimiwa Spika, kusema la kweli, maafa ambayo yametokea hivi juzi huko Kilifi ni maafa ambayo yanasikitisha katika ulimwengu mzima. Katika kila runinga katika nchi nzima, sio hapa, sio CNN, sio Al Jazeera, inaangazia kuhusu maafa yaliyotokea huko Kilifi. Mheshimiwa Spika, ni ya kusikitisha, na Mwenyezi Mungu ajalie tu hii nchi yetu tuwe na amani na watu wa watulivu, kwa sababu imefika pahali sasa kila siku Mheshimiwa Spika unakuta kwamba maiti inafufuliwa. Hata wewe unashangaa wewe mwenyewe maiti hizi zilizikwa namna gani katika pale pahali Shakahola, ili walizikwa namna gani Mheshimiwa Spika. Kwa hivyo Mheshimiwa Spika, hii kamati ambayo imechaguliwa kwenda kufuatilizia kushughulikia hili jambo, na waomba hao maseneta, na mimi na imani nao kwamba wataweza kushughulikia na kufuatilizia kujua kwamba hii shida ilianzia namna gani na ilianza namna gani, Mheshimiwa Spika. Kwa hivyo Mheshimiwa Spika, sisi kama Wakenya na sisi kama maseneta tuna huzuni kwa hili jambo limetokea, na kama Kenya sisi lazima kwanza tuombe nchi yetu iwe na amani, na haya makanisa yenyewe kwanza yajitakase, yaje pamoja ili jambo liunganishe, tuweze kutatua hili jambo kama sisi wenyewe wa Kenya hapa. Mheshimiwa Spika, sitaki kusema mengi kwa sababu tukisema mengi tutalizana bure hapa. Jana mimi niliposikia kwamba maiti zimefika 99, 103, Mheshimiwa Spika, mimi mwenyewe nilimaka. Nikasema kwamba sisi wenyewe leo paka tuambiwe kwamba kuna maiti 103 zimepatikana shikawala. Mheshimiwa Spika, hata sina la kusema mimi isipokuwa sasa lilobakia ni kumwomba Mwenyezi Mungu manini ukweli upatikane. Asante sana Mheshimiwa Spika.
Senator Cheptumo.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I rise to support this motion. And as I do so, Mr. Speaker, I wish to say that for the time I have lived in this country, Mr. Speaker, I have not witnessed the kind of a situation we've seen in Kilifi. And Mr. Speaker, it is upon this House, Mr. Speaker, if you look at Article 8 of the Constitution, Mr. Speaker, a state, a religion in this country has no state. There's no state religion. Meaning, Mr. Speaker, all our religions enjoy similar status in terms of before our laws. And so, Mr. Speaker, this is an area where there has been a lot of abuse by those who have been either trained to be pastors or to be bishops, and so on, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, every member of this House is a member of a particular religion or a particular church. And Mr. Speaker, we believe so much in what our spiritual fathers, our bishops, our pastors preach to us. And I think, Mr. Speaker, it is as a result of this that a lot of our people, like in Kilifi, Mr. Speaker, have been subjected to this kind of torture and killings. Mr. Speaker, if you look at the terms of reference of the committee, especially number 4 and number 5, it speaks to a situation where, Mr. Speaker, we need to come out or come up with legislative and legal framework which can, Mr. Speaker, help the country and this House in regulating these charges, so that, Mr. Speaker, we make it stringent and difficult for anybody who would want to be a pastor and to own a church, not just to wake up in the morning, look for a place of worship in the streets in Nairobi, and then beginning to gather people and becoming a leader of the church, and thereafter misleading, because their foundation is not based on the biblical principles of the Bible, but based on what they believe in. Mr. Speaker, I am happy that I'm a member of this committee, and as requested by Senator.
Time up, Senator. Senator Wambua Enoch here.
I thank you, Madam Speaker, for this opportunity to make a contribution to this motion. I will be very brief. I'll begin by thanking the Speaker for directing that we follow this direction. Because, Madam Speaker, it shall be remembered, and it's on record, it's actually the Speaker yesterday you said, bring a motion and let's form an ad hoc committee, we deal with this matter. For that wisdom, I thank the Speaker. Madam Speaker, I want to go straight to the composition of this committee. I see in this committee able senators.